What's up? I'm Hugz. That's Sam. Welcome.
Ooh.
To Hugz and Sam. Today we're getting into the 7 Deadly Sins Season 1, Episode 3. Probably one of the coolest shows ever in the history of ever. Okay, thanks for watching. I love this show. It checks like all my boxes. It's, you know, it's that thing where I'm always like, this is my new favorite show. This is the greatest thing. But it's like, this really hits so many segments for me. It's funny. It's like fantasy medieval style. I love the weaponry. I love the voice acting. And we'll get into that real quick. We are still continuing the dub right now.
Aww.
We have considered doing the sub. We've started out with dub. We're gonna stick with it for a couple episodes here. And if we really truly feel like that's what everybody wants, and we check out the episodes we've already seen, and we're thinking about rewatching them in sub to see how we like them. We're still in the process, but we're sticking with the dub right now. So thank y'all who have been
Complaining,
I
greatly.
was gonna say commenting furiously.
If your comments as anything like, why dub? It's
How
basically
dare.
just scrolled past. Just saying.
No, we read them.
We read them.
But I enjoy the dub. I think the voices are really cool. I did hear, I guess, that Aaron Yeager is the voice actor in the Japanese version, like the voice actor of Aaron Yeager, not Aaron Yeager himself.
Yeah.
But do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, I don't know. I just was really digging the dub. When we did Ancient Magus Bride, we switched from dub to sub, and I was like, oh man, the sub is way better.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
good. Yeah.
I'm all about it. But I listened to a couple minutes of the sub from episode 1. You know, after seeing all the sub dub war stuff, I'm like, I don't know. It's not like jumping out to me that I'm like, oh, we gotta switch. You know what I mean?
And I mean, I do understand like where people said like the dub is a little bit more cartoony. Like
I like that.
I guess like I like that too so far.
Yeah.
So like if it gets to a point where like the show gets like
A
darker
little over,
or something, then maybe it would be a little weird. But I don't know. We're up for changing it, but right now we're just thinking dub.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the dub. I like having at least one dub. I don't know. It's just something I like. We've always had at least one dub going at a time. We had Ancient Magus Bride. We switched it. But whatever. The show is amazing. Love all the characters. I kind of hoped that Mead would stick with them.
Yeah.
I thought that the concept of him as like this kid who lost his parents and is being raised by this village and like all that. I like the Arthurian like legend style sword in the stone with the holy knight and like you know, trying to pull out the blade and then the spear freaking throwing the spear across and
throwing that was crazy.
I
love
like throwing it back.
Like the boar, like the big boar, and how he like goes and he like digs into the ground. Like that's so adorable.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's just so much cool stuff about this show, and I feel like we're not even really into the meat of the story yet because we've only found one of the 7 sins. And we don't even have a fully fleshed out like storyline for what's going on outside of just finding them or what they're gonna do. And I'm just so bought in. I've very rarely been this bought in this early in the show.
Yeah, my mouth just made.
She's so excited. She's overflowing.
I don't know what just happened. I'm kind of embarrassed.
But let's go ahead, jump into it, see what's going.
Damn.
Hey guys, a lot of these anime reactions will be getting blocked, so make sure to go down to the description for a reaction link, or you can watch a full version over on Patreon. I really was thinking it could have been one of those, like, copy characters.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that would have been cool.
I definitely knew, like, he wasn't dead, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, he can't die in episode 3,
Yeah.
you know. But I thought, like, you know, once you said that, I didn't initially think that, but I just thought maybe, like, he could withstand, like, a lot of damage. So.
Well, it's like, he looked pretty heavily injured by the
but
attack
it's like,
and the blood
is he
spatter.
like
Also, when
from, if we want to bring up, like, Full Metal, like, they can, like, self-heal, and the fact that he doesn't, like, age and stuff, like, is like the only way to kill them is like doing something special, like cutting off the head.
Also, like when they say that the sin of sloth or whatever is interred in that place or whatever, all I'm thinking of, he's not dead, he's just sleeping.
Yeah.
Because sloth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that he's not actually dead, or she.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of the other characters looked female, like the armor style and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how many are male, how many are female.
I don't know.
So I'm trying to like put this all together. He the thing that's weirdest to me is how he treated Elizabeth. Like, the fact they grew up together. Because obviously that trauma happened to him when he was super young, right?
Yeah.
So if they grew up together from that point, you would think their relationship would be more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like they had this long relationship and then like a year ago this happened, so now he's like cold and dead inside. Like, he would have had this relationship with her for all these years.
Yeah, did he know her like before and then continue to grow up with her? Or did he like know her before and then they were great and then like things like, then he saw his dad and then like there was like change and she like didn't know how he really felt, or I don't know.
Well, I mean, he was real little when his dad died.
Well, like the picture that they showed of them together, he looked to me like he was younger than whenever he found his dad, or whenever he saw his. Well, I mean,
dad. Even still, she said like they grew up together because he was the whatever for her dad.
But what I'm saying is like if they knew each other before, or did he come and do the whatever for her dad after his dad passed?
No, he was at the dad was the great commander or whatever he was, so he was at the castle all the time.
Born and raised there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they grew up together because not only was he there with his dad, who was like basically kind of hand of the king style of thing, or you know, lord of the command or whatever, and then taking over that role and as like essentially her father's squire or whatever. I don't know what the actual term was. You know, they would have been close, I would assume.
Yeah.
For him to be like, you're nothing more than like a grain of sand. Like, I don't care if you live or die.
Yeah.
Like, that's freaking cold. That's dead, like...
Because, like, normally, like, if you, like, are raised with somebody, you'll have something, you know?
Sort of attachment.
Even, like, people who are pretty messed up, you know what I mean? Like, mentally, like, they still have, like, something.
The, also him kicking Hawk, like, pissed me off.
Oh my God.
So mad.
I think we both were
like, I was like, so mad.
You were like... but I was like, I was like trying to like, I was like so shocked, but I also was like about to laugh because it was kind of like
I was
funny
like,
at the same time.
Damn, because she was like crawling, like talking about like dying essentially or whatever, and he just boom.
Freaking football.
Freaking pigskin.
Yeah.
It's a football, yeah.
Punted him. Or her. Is Hawk a...
I think Hawk's a her.
Hawk's a her.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
That rhymes. I don't know. Okay. So one's in jail, one's dead. The two are there, and the other three are unknown. Okay? They obviously got set up by some outside force because they come there and Guilt Thunder's dad is already dead, right?
Who else is out there that killed?
Yeah, who killed Guilt Thunder's dad, but also why set up like those 7 people
that they were talking about?
They were there to kill the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, because they think the 7 deadly sins are the ones who are overthrowing everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why them? Why them? How did it go down like that? Why is Meliodas like a kid, but like looked older in the drawings of him or whatever? Like, is that just, you know, like the artist rendering of like what they assume he would look like when he aged?
Yeah.
But even still, why does he look like this little kid to begin with? How was he this like warrior as this little kid?
And like, how old is he? He looks like a little kid, but I think he's older than. I think he's like.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't really think he is a little kid.
Oh no, but he's like timeless. You know what I mean? It's kind of like.
But it's like, how old is his body? Like,
just how old is he?
Is he just, or is he just like, he just looks younger than he is? Like, some people are like 30 and they look like they're 12. You know?
Yeah, but he looks exactly like he did 10 years before.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking like, and like what, like how are they made? Like, are they like are they like born and then like raised to like the age that they like stop growing and then they just become a 7 deadly sin, or is it kind of like in Full Metal where the homunculus or the sins were like just like created and formed just like that?
Well, see, that's what I was wondering. Like, are they actually any different from anybody else, or is that just like the name of their group? You know what I mean? Like, as far as all the other ones have their own orders and stuff like that. Like, Guilt Thunder's got powers.
Yeah, but he's aging. Like, he ages. So, like, what separates the 7 deadly sins?
But we don't know necessarily that none of the other ones of them age.
Well, we know that The girl doesn't.
Yeah.
Diane.
But I'm saying we don't know about the other ones.
Diane.
She's a Deanne.
Deanne.
That's what they keep calling her. I say Diane, but whatever. I don't know what separates them or differentiates them as a sin. Like, is that... and to begin with, I thought it was just... They're like a crew, you know, like a biker gang. You call somebody Ace or Skull. You know, it's just what they are, you know, and their thing was, oh, there's 7 of us, so we'll be the sins, and we'll each represent one. Mm-hmm. Let's get tattoos, fam. You know, like, that type of thing. But the way that they're kind of like, you know, the way that their powers work, the fact that they don't look like they're aging, the fact that they are, like, at a different power level than everybody else makes me think it's some more sort of supernatural. So, like, if one of them dies, is there another person, or is there a new sin that's created, or how does that work? And I know we're thinking way more into it than whatever.
Well, I mean,
but you were saying like how they're created.
So many questions, you know, like what if one died? Like, say Sloth does die, does someone take over that position? Or and that's where I do think a lot about like Full Metal, because like it's like they had the sins and like. But if one of them died, they could recreate that same one though. That's what I'm saying. So like in this case, like.
Or are they more like the human-based homunculus, where it's just a person that then takes on that?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like as far as like greed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think like. There's just so many questions I have. Revolving around.
Well, it's episode 3, so we got a lot of time for answers. But that's what we like to do. We like to ask these questions early on. We like to let y'all know
some of you where our minds are. Don't think too much about it, and then some of y'all are like, I love that you theorize and you have all like you're very analytical.
Here's my thing: we're gonna watch a show. Y'all have seen the show. We have no idea what's gonna happen. You may know possibly every single storyline and everything down to the letter. Of dialogue, okay? So we're spitballing all this stuff that's going on in our head right now. You obviously know if it's right or wrong, so it's kind of fun for us later on to figure it out, and hopefully it's fun for y'all to be like, wow, that's so crazy, or wow, episode 3, they're calling stuff they don't find out till season whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's that type of thing where, for me, that's fun. Like, because sometimes we come up with crazy theories that are out there crazy, but then sometimes we hit one.
Yeah.
And then people are like, how did they know that?
Yeah.
You know?
Like one time I said something and I was like, oh man, that's so
like
silly.
A throwaway or something.
Gosh, I feel so stupid saying this. But then it was like on the head, like hitting the nail on the head. So I was just like, what? Ooh.
Hit in the head. Alright, but let us know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like it if you did. Sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know how much it means. It means the world. We'll be back more vids soon. We love you guys.
Bye.